Well, hello friends, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Renee. I'm glad you're here again today because we're going to make some more candies. I always do my gifts for Christmas are all homemade. I really don't buy anything except for the littles, you know, the little babies, the little grandkids. I do cookies and I do homemade everything. And today we're going to be making, I'm going to do peanut butter cups. And then I always take, and it's so simple. It's just crazy easy to put together. Chocolate and mixed with Rice Krispies, peanut clusters, all that stuff. And I always put them in the little mini muffin tins so that they're small and they go in my cookie boxes and they look beautiful and they're very good. So you all know how I melt my chocolate, and my chocolate is on its way to being melted right now. We're going to do peanut butter cups first, and I've got my muffin tin lined, and we're going to put together our peanut butter in just a second. I want to give this a little bit of a stir. I got my chocolate melting in there with a little bit of butter Crisco. All right, so with this is so easy, friends. You can make a bunch of these in no time, okay? We're going to use 1 cup of peanut butter. Now, I don't know if I'll have to make any more. I make different amounts every time. Let me mix this up a little bit. Okay. We're going to do 1 cup of this peanut butter. And if you double the batch, you got just about 2 cups of peanut butter in one of these small containers. Okay, there's a good cup right there. Put that right in our bowl. Set that aside. I want to mix up my chocolate again. You don't want your chocolate to get real hot because it will seize up on you. I'm sorry, I'm talking with my back to you. It will seize on you. And if don't get even the tiniest little bit of water in it, and that chocolate will seize right up. It's real temperamental, I'm telling you. And if it's not smooth enough for you, all you got to do is put a little coconut oil in it or a little bit of Crisco, you know, shortening. You could use butter. I wouldn't use margarine, but you could use butter. This is 1/2 cup, and we're going to do 1/2 cup of powdered sugar in here. And that's all we're doing. You could add salt. If your peanut butter is unsalted, you might want to add a pinch of salt. Otherwise, you can omit the salt. I'll put this recipe in the description box, but friends, this is so easy. Okay, I'm going to get a different stir stick. We need to stir our chocolate. It's melting real good. All right, we can turn that off and let that sit a minute. I need to get another spoon for this. Okay. Just get that all mixed in together real good. You want it all incorporated. There you go. That's all it takes. Just that little bit. You can see that. Okay. That's ready. But we have to take care of our chocolate first. So that's going to sit aside. Okay, our chocolate is melted. It's smooth and it's beautiful. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to use a spoon, just a little spoon, and I am just going to take and put just a little bit of this chocolate in each one of these tins and just go up the sides just a little bit. That needs a little bit more in there. There we go. And I'm going to get all these done, and you can just run your spoon up the edge a little ways. And perfect. Can you see that? Let me bring you closer, friends. You'll see how I do this up close. I just put it in there, and then I just run it up the side. And as soon as I get these done, I'm going to put these out in my sun porch so this can set up, and then we can finish it off once it's set up. If you make these, you'll make these every year because they are so easy to make and they're so fun. And like I said before, they go beautiful in cookie boxes. You can even package them up and package them up real pretty with the ribbon and give them away as a gift. You don't have to put them in a cookie box. All right, friends, see how I got those? Beautiful. Just the bottoms. We're going to go put these out in my sun porch where it's cool, and we'll finish them up when I set up. Okay, friends. Actually, I stuck this in the freezer for about 10 minutes, and it is set up beautifully. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, I don't have anything small to scoop these little bits out, so I just take my little melon baller, my smallest cookie thing, and I just put a little bit on it and put it in there. And it turns out perfect. Just get it in there. There. Now we got it. I got enough to make another couple batches. I'm just going to make sure these down. Make sure these are down so that they don't get exposed. I don't want anybody to see the peanut butter in them until they bite into them. All right, so now we're just going to take our chocolate and we're just going to drizzle it right on there. Just that easy. Okay, you got the idea. I'm going to get these all filled up because it looks like I will have to melt a little more chocolate. And that'll do. And then I'll bring you back when I get these all done. I'll let them set up first so we can try them. And then we'll make other candies. Okay, friends, these turned out so nice. Look, beautiful. Absolutely. So now I got those in a container, and then I'll put a lid on that and keep them out my sun porch because my sun porch is like a walk-in cooler in the winter. It's not heated. But what do you say we do some little peanut clusters on here? I'll get this filled up. I've got some dry roasted salted peanuts, and I got chocolate, of course, that's all melted. So we'll make some peanut clusters because those always go well too. And it's so easy, nothing to it. Let me get that filled. And then we'll whip this together real quick. You can do all your candies literally in no time. Once you melt the chocolate on this stuff, it only takes about 5 minutes to put it together. But you could make all your candies inside of one afternoon. And nothing beats homemade gifts, friends, I'm telling you. And tell me in the comments, how many of you do homemade gifts? All my gifts are homemade. I got some festive little mini muffin cups too, muffin liners. I got ones that are red and green. They're like a metallic, so I'll use those for some of the candies too. But I'm just going to use these right now. Okay, we got that. Oh my goodness. All right, we gotta open this up. I'm not measuring anything. I am just making stuff. We'll pour some of these peanuts in here. Yeah, we'll do about half of that. All right, friends. You gotta make sure, I'm gonna dump some of this right in here. But you got to make sure that you don't get any water whatsoever in any of this. Because that chocolate will seize up and it'll be terrible. And it's not cheap. Your melting chocolate is not cheap. That's all it is, just mixing this together. Beautiful, hey? We could use a little more in there. I want mine chocolatey. All right, we got it. They're all coated, covered. Okay, this will be great. Okay, now what we're going to do, so simple. I just put it down in there. And this small scoop is perfect for this. You see that, okay? And again, you could just bag these up and just give them as a gift or a pretty tin. They look nice in a tin and they're not, I'm telling you, you see it, they're not hard to make. All right, I'll get the rest of these filled up and then I'll show you. And if you don't have a small muffin tin like this, these stick together pretty good. You can just set them, lay them out on a tray and they'll hold together. I just like the muffin tin because I can stick that in my freezer really easy. I made the last few peanuts in there. There we go. Perfect. All right, let me put the lid on this. You can see these. I'm going to take them out to my freezer and I'll show you how nicely they set up. Okay, friends. Our peanut clusters are not quite set up. So this is what I did. And this is what you can do if you don't have a mini muffin tin. Okay? These will do just fine. I'm using crispy rice cereal. We're going to pour a little bit. Right there. That should be a pretty good amount. Okay, and then what we're going to do is just like we did before, we're going to put a little bit of chocolate in there. And we're going to get this mixed up. See how easy this is to do? It can get a little messy. These are like Nestle Crunch. And you want them all coated real good. And they are. Okay. Beautiful. All right. Now, all we're going to do, after I wipe my fingers off on here, is we're just going to put a dollop in each one of those. See how nice that holds together still? Beautiful. I'll bring it right up here closer. We don't want that hanging over. Beautiful. These are going to be so pretty in your cookie boxes or for gifts, a candy box. And people are going to love them. People who like chocolate are going to love these. Oh, there we go. We got it. See how easy that is? So you don't have to have a mini muffin pan. You can make this without one. Perfect. I got to put some more on here. And here's our last one. Perfect. All right. That's good. And those will be crunchy and gorgeous. We're going to go put these in the freezer, and I'll meet you back here when all this is done. Okay, friends. Well, this is probably one of the easiest Christmas candies you will ever make. It's easy to put together. It doesn't take much time at all. The longest it takes is melting your chocolate. But we've got the peanut clusters, we've got the mini peanut butter cups, and we got the Rice crispy chocolates. This is wonderful. These are all going to be beautiful in my Christmas cookie baskets, and people are going to love them. I hope you give this a try, friends. There is no recipe to put in the description box because these are just so easy to put together. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it gives you some good ideas for stress-free holidays. I hope you all have a wonderful evening. I will see you in the next video, friends. And as always, thanks for watching.